dumping zone. Dumping stockpile. And let's just build it there. Perfect. So then they'll start to move all of the crap out to the stockpile. Now this is good because we're starting to really, and again I'm playing it in fast forward, I know, but they're starting to effectively survive now, or thrive rather, because they've food is plentiful, as you can see. Look at that, we've got loads of food now, and I think this is going to become a good thing. So I think we've got plenty of steel. Let's finish the research and we'll build some walls. In fact, we probably could build them out of wood, actually. Let me think about that. Probably not, actually. Wood's a bit shizzle. We'll see. But I think what I'd like to do now is build some walls and have some... Oh, again, low food. Am I low food? Yeah, I am low food. Well, at least this way where they can cook. And again, I think that's probably the best thing. Let's just make sure there's no... So it's raining. I just want to make sure there's no electrical circuits exposed. That's good. Yeah, I'd say we're thriving. Look at this. Everything's working. We've got batteries that seem to be holding power. We've got everything kind of working right. So I think we're going to finish building a compound, an actual compound. I'm just debating what to build it out of. Steel, I guess, probably wouldn't hurt. So let's just do steel. So steel is 6, or steel conduit is 7. Might as well do steel conduit. Right, so we're going to build a gate in and out there. We're going to build a gate. In fact, we're just going to block that off. Yeah, nice. See what I'm doing? See what I'm doing? And then build a gate here. And there. Okay, so this is 2 ways in to the base. Okay. Now, in terms of power, just need to make sure they're powered. So... run power there. See what I'm doing? See what I'm doing? And then that, in theory, gives us... In fact, I can just cancel that bit because that's not necessarily going to be an interesting wall that we need to worry about. So there we go. So that's kind of what it's looking like. It just, again, it's all about building that compound that gives you safety. And I think this is that's kind of what I'm thinking there, is that we should be safe here with that kind of thing. So again, just building the walls. Nice. So this, again, I like the idea of being safe, and it's then putting turrets on the outside so that then when these events happen, you're going to be safe. And we can light this inside as well. We could even cover it. We could build supports and make this all an internal room as well, but I think for now we'll leave it exposed. Kind of need to because of these things, but I think that's kind of where we're going with it. So let's just mine some more steel. Let's just get all of the steel out that we can. Okay, see what I'm doing? There we go. Lovely. So then that gives us plenty of steel. Oh, there we go. You see how that... Okay, so let's try to build an internal base there. So again, maybe I should just leave it, because what you could do in summertime, in the wintertime, is put the roof up. Do you know what I mean? So then you're not going to get snowed out, but... For now, I think we'll just we'll add no roof just across the whole lot. There we go. There we go. So I don't know, just it makes sense, doesn't it? It's probably a bit safer. Okay, so the last thing to do, and I always have to do this because it just makes the base look like a base, is I have to lay concrete everywhere, and this is just something weird that I have. It's like I have to just do it. It just makes me feel like the base is properly a base then. And you can see concrete looks horrible, but it does the job. So I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, oh, good, group of traders arrived. Super. Let's see where they go. So where are you going to set up? Oh, you're setting up there. Awesome. Right, let's send Crichton to parley. Oh, Crichton. Always talks to the Guelphs. So let's see what they're selling. Well, nothing really. Actually, they are selling quite a bit, but it's nothing terribly interesting, so I'm just going to leave that. And then we're going to supercharge into the morning, and then we can finish our compound. Because I guess it's going to snow like crazy in a few months' time. A load of cargo pods. That's a load of berries. A bit more food. Let's just pick up all this food. Might as well. And the key thing for me at the moment is finishing off the compound. Look at that. So it just looks better, doesn't it? It just looks compoundy, as you would say. And I think this starts to build then. Maybe we can build rooms here as well. So we can do a lot more with it. But I think for now, you know, it'll do. It's good. Oh, I love it. I love concrete. I love concrete. There we go. That's what I should call this series. I love concrete. Because it just looks good, doesn't it? It just finishes off an area and it says this is a base of honor, virtue and safety. And that's what it's about. Admittedly, I think it's going to be tricky now to kind of figure out. I think a stone is probably the way to go. I'm going to have to dig out a lot of this stone and start turning that into useful area. So we'll see. Where are they going? Where are you going? Oh, you're going to go and get food. Yeah, we definitely need to stop them doing that because that's quite annoying. But anyway, let's see how it goes. Now, again, the problem is there's always going to be this requirement to kind of get food, and I guess we've probably got too much food now. Maybe this is the irony of it, is that it's actually going to be quite restricting in terms of what they do. Maybe this is when you start to divide the labour a bit. So division of labour starts to become quite a key thing because you can give it effectively to Crichton to do, and he can just sit and do it. Problem is there's probably a bit too much for him to do. But let's just see how it goes. At the moment, having too much food is a much nicer problem than having not enough, because having not enough is game over. I mean, that's the thing to bear in mind. It is game over. So yeah, let's go arm them all. Let's just give them rifles and stuff. Let's give Rim a pistol because he's kind of a pistol guy. Cat's already got one, and then so they've all got guns now, which is good. What's up with Lister? He seems injured. Oh, cataracts. What, are you kidding me? You're kidding me, really? Oh, well. Cataracts, what? Oh, Lister. It should be curry overdose or too much chili. But look at that. So much food. That's awesome. I'm liking that. Again, we've run out of steel, but they're not going and mining this steel. So let's just give them a nod to do so. Again, the problem is always going to be the fact that there's just, when you got planting to this level, planting becomes everything. And that's probably an issue as well. So what we could do is we could just delete the growing zones for now, because there's plenty of food. It's dangerous, but there's plenty of food for the moment. What I want them to do is go and actually mine and finish off our compound. I can't do this, so I'm just going to cancel all of that, because they can't get to them. But there we go. So they're going to go mine. So perfect. So the survival crew is doing well. So this is excellent stuff. They do need to probably set a researcher as well. I think we probably need to just finish off the research piece. But again, for now, it'll do. Look at that. Finishing my mighty compound of justice. I love it. I love it. Never thought I'd love concrete so much. Who would have known? Who would have thunk, eh? Who would have thunk? There we go. So perfect. So that just looks amazing now. So I think really the next thing is to start thinking about what the flipping blime are we going to do for the other bits and bobs now. Now, Taylor's workbench, all of this is not terribly needed. I'm just having a look. Orbital tray beacon zone marker. Probably should put a comms console in. Let's put that there. Okay, it's a bit messy inside, but it'll do. It'll do. We probably want to give them separate rooms as well eventually, but I think for now that's kind of us surviving. I think the next step is going to be, well, actually the next step is stone making. We need them to make stones, so I think I'm just going to put one of them on research. So Kachansky is off all duties except research and warden. There we go. So that means at least we can start unlocking certain things. We are, oh, hello, housemate. I don't even know what that means. But I think we're going to start having to look at potentially putting security in as well, because I think there's going to be security concerns. Just noticed there's a bit of roof there that needs to come out. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Well, there we go. I mean, that's it. This is the beauty of this game, is it is a wonderful, wonderful little storytelling little book, and I think I can't wait to develop it a bit more. I think it's going to be a wonderful. Look at that bloody stormtrooper, middle of the ground, just there. I think that's the beauty of the game, is that there is just an infinite number of stories to be told. That looks promising. So I think there's plenty to really kind of be getting on with. Okay, so look, we're researching. That's good. That's awesome. So we just want how to research. I think the growing zones for now can just sit there. Because, again, it looks like we've got loads of food. And I'm a bit hesitant to bother cutting too much more up. Yeah, no, I think this is looking good. Stone cutting. Awesome. Right, so again, look at all the things to research. I mean, where to begin on that? I think possibly... I don't know, there's just 101 things to research. Maybe the fertilizer pump. Well, we don't really need it. Geothermal power, let's just do that. It's always good just to do geothermal power quickly, because then you can just build the power plants and feed them in. That seems to be a very kind of legitimate way to get stuff quick. And with our bunch of smegheads, I can't honestly think that we're going to have too many problems now. Actually, I think we've got to secure the place. Let's just build some turrets. I'll just build the crappy turret to begin with. Not enough steel. I probably do actually. I'm just going to build 2 and 2. There we go. I mean, I've probably got enough. I think the geothermal thing is needed pretty soon actually. So I might just lay a cable already all the way to it. So it's going to be like that. Perfect. So that just gives us then a little bit of security, a little bit of power. I'm trying to think if there's any more that I can use. I mean, again, once you've got the power thing kind of down and you're always positive. I mean, look at that, I'm negative at the moment. But as sun comes up, that'll obviously go the other way. So once you've got that, geothermal power is good because you're just constantly producing power. You don't need to worry about running your batteries down at night, which is annoying, to be honest. That's probably the best way to be. So there we go, look at that. It really does run the batteries down, so I think we need to get that built pretty quick. In terms of metal, look at that, we've got loads of metal. This map's been very generous with the whole compacted steel position. I'm just going to do all of that and then assume that there's something there as well, but that looks pretty good. So again, there's loads here as well. Oh no, that's slate. So let's just speed up a bit. So we've almost built our line, so then all we need to do is just build the power plant, and then we is laughing. There we go, geothermal power. Gun turret cooling is usually my next go-to point, just because then that makes your turrets twice as effective, obviously. There we go. Let's just build that mighty power station. Now what we usually would do as well, I would usually do, is I would actually just concrete the whole lot as well, so fire can't impact it. But something tells me in these kind of wintry maps that fire is not actually a big deal. At this time, yes, but generally I would probably say no, it's not. So yeah, there we go. That's looking good actually. They're building that pretty quick. This is awesome. So from instant landing on the planet to go, we are now surviving. So that is my skill with this game. I'm kidding. But I feel like I can kind of very quickly set the game up to what it's got to be. Right, let's build a stone desk. Table thing. And then that means we can start cutting stone. And then we can start to build something. Which is lovely. Now, eventually, because this is the epic mod, we could do stuff like replicators and things like that. But I think for now, we're just going to stick with the basic stuff. Make a sand pile. Didn't want to do that. Suspend. Stone block. Do for EVs. Thank you. Stone blocks are good. They're always very tough. Oh, there's a trade ship passing by. Let's just get him to call them. There we go. So what you selling, trade man? Not much. Boxing glove, knuckle duster, fur head, or furks, whatever that is. Medic's bandana, nah, nothing. The new version of 9 is a lot smoother on the eye when it comes to UI. The UI is very nice indeed. So big fan indeed. And I think we will probably start to move towards that more and more, but only because at the moment all of the mods that I love running don't necessarily work, but they're being stabilized. They'll get there eventually. Just gonna build some cotton, just so we've got some cotton coming through. Okay, gun turret cooling is done. Jolly, jolly good. Burpy derp. The fire suppression thing is funny. You make a radiation gun that explodes people. It's pretty funny. But again, it's not actually very useful because it explodes you as you shoot them. So it's kind of a stupid gun, to be honest with you. Okay. Oh, storm's coming in. Interesting. Is our generator online? That's good. So is it connected? It looks like it is. So if you look at that, stored power never drops below 0 now. Or did it? Maybe it actually did when I just didn't notice it. But it looks like that's good. That's obviously very good. Is there another one? Let's have a look. Is there another geyser? There we go. So that, oh, in fact, it's very close. That, oh, as lightning hits me, is just perfect. So let's just plug all that in. I can't go through the marsh. So let's just do like that. Perfect. I mean, again, this is probably the ideal use for the steel as well, because that's permanent power forever. You know, unless they explode, they're just constantly producing power, and they do produce quite a bit of power. I think it's like 3,500, so it's equivalent of like 2 or 3. So we can now do the sponge gun. That's it. Let's just go and have a go at building that. So if I go plasma resonator. Just because this is Red Dwarf, we have to be a bit smeggy and stupid. So let's actually show you that. So if I go and build the, where is it? Is it the Tinkerer table? Must be the Tinkerer table, right? This Tinkerer table is just ridiculously funny. So if I just build that there. Wait, you can turn a Glock 19, which, ooh, I happen to have a lot of, into a radiation gun, into a plasma resonator, etc. And they're just so funny because they basically break down rock into parts. So if I go to security, you can see we can do like fencing and stuff. Or maybe I've not unlocked it yet. But you can do fencing and things like that. But you can also, if you use this radiation gun on a human being, it resonates them instantly and they explode. So it's almost like an insta-jib gun. The problem is the range on the radiation gun is so small, as I say, that you probably end up killing your person using it as well. So it's a little bit dumb. As you can see, this is really what it's about. Sponge dispenser bonus, extra, I don't know. I don't even know what this means. Plasma compression. Let's try it. I don't even know what any of these are. So explosion range goes up and down. I don't know. It's funny. Oh, trade ship. Now, one of the things that we probably do want to get from a deep miner, if I find him, there we go, is we want to get a drill head. Now, I doubt I can afford anything at the moment, but that mining drill head would be very useful. So let's just see if I can... Is there anything I can give him? Medicines? I don't really want to give him medicines. Yeah, I just can't afford it. I should mine out this gold quickly because the reason is that drill head allows you to build a mine which gives you constant stream of material. So it is ridiculously useful. So yeah, we're going to do that. Let's see if we can quickly do it though. Right, so the Tinkerer table is done. So let's just build a radiation gun and I'll show you what I mean. This thing is dangerous though, so I could lose one of my mighty Red Dwarf crew, and if I do, I'm going to rage. I warn you now. Sponge gun gains da ba da ba da. I don't even know what any of these mean. Let's build energy packs. I don't know what any of them do, but it's going to be funny finding out. I wish they'd mine the gold. Come on, dudes. Oh, they've done a little bit. Let's see. Can I trade now? Maybe. Let's have a look. Gold. Oh, they see they don't buy gold. That is so strange. Why would they buy everything else but except gold? Ah, flip it. Never mind. Let's just cancel. Let's just cancel that then. Whoop. Cancel. Cancel. There we go. I'd rather just keep the gold there. Why not? Yeah, why not? You can always come back to it. Table designs. I don't know what any of these do, but we're just going to build it anyway. We're getting cotton down at last. That's good. Again, not really going to build anything urgently, but it's a good thing to have. You know, it's almost like resources are just good to build. You know, if you've got nothing doing, you might as well just build them anyway. All right, so again, I really want the deep space miner, to be honest. Definitely can't afford it. Can I do layaway? If I do layaway, no, flip. Yeah, there's just nothing they want. Yeah, frustrating, but not a lot I can do because they only want like a few bits, like silver. Is there a silver? I should have looked to see if there's silver. Let me just pause it a sec. Is there any silver anywhere? Usually you can mine silver. Is that silver there? Nope. Steel. Steel. Ah, silver. Flip. Okay. Well, it's going to be too late by the time they mine that. Oh well. Let's just make sure nothing else is being mined. Right, I can cancel all of that because you want to stop you doing that immediately, and I want you to go mine silver. Do it now. Do this now. The problem is they won't haul it. This is also the problem, is that they're not going to haul it to the extraction point, which is, again, it's a moot point, to be honest, because there's too much stuff to haul already, and there's too much work to be done that they've just gotten to the point where they won't then do it. There we go. So again, I've got to admit that I think this is where the mods come alive in my mind, because some of the mods that they've created for this game are just, I mean, look at this. Look at what already I can do. The thing about Dwarf Fortress was it was a game designed to give you the ability to play a map, have fun with it, build something like Lego, build something, and then kind of smash it up to enjoy the process of smashing it up. And I think this is the same as well. But with RimWorld, it's a bit more. You're a bit more invested with it because you feel. I mean, I feel bad when they die. You know, when you lose a base, that is like just killer for me. That is a. I don't know. It's just something I notice more and more with this game, that I really do want to to make them survive. But there we go. I'm just realised we've got these serving tables. Let's just free up a bit of room for more tables to build. We probably should do things like sculptors tables and that, because you can sell the product. Smithing bench. Let's do a tailor's bench maybe. What's that? Trade ship. Oh, another deep space mining. So that's good. So at least maybe we have a bit more of a chance to mine some of this. Carpet making. Let's just do integrated circuits. No idea what it is. And what I want to do is I want them to prioritize hauling, so I'm just going to prioritize. There we go. So that means that they'll prioritize. I don't even know where he's gone. Cat oath. I love that. Oh, we're low food again, so that's not good. Right, we should probably start growing again. Let's start our growing zones here. So hopefully you can see it. It's a little bit of a management sim. It's a huge amount of a management sim. What am I talking about? But it is just it's an enjoyable little kind of invested base thing. And the fact that, you know, I would be devastated if I lost any of these people because you associate them with it. I don't know, did you ever do this? Like, I remember playing a tank game. I can't even tell you. I think it was War in the Gulf. It was an old game. And I had like a battalion of 4 tanks. And each tank had 5 crewmen, right? It was like an M1 Abrams or whatever. I don't know. And what I did is you had the ability to rename each of your crew. So what I did, and this is when I was at school, is I renamed each of the tanks to my mates, so that there was so that I would go into battle. And again, it's a lovely thought, but I'd go into battle fighting, knowing that, you know, like Dave on the left would be, you know, with his crew, you know, all of my mates, and then fight. And the moment when we got caught by an ambush and we actually lost a tank, and it was Paul, my mate, and I was devastated. I was like, you killed my mate. And it showed you how invested I was with the game, because I was actually quite like angry. So then all of a sudden we went into a fit of rage. That's an additional experience above and beyond what was intended, and that is lovely that is even a possibility in the game. And I think this does it as well, because you have the ability to rename, rescope, respec the characters. And one of the things I would urge the basic game to have is the ability to prepare carefully. That prepare carefully mod is brilliant, because it gives you the ability to really set up and have a fun, you know, interesting game. Dwarf Fortress never did it, and it was slightly frustrating because it felt like you should be able to do more. But having said that, it became just such a wonderful, wonderful game anyway, because of the fact that you would then, and characters would emerge through. So in a very long way, I guess that kind of explains why I love these kind of games, because they just, I don't know, they give you the ability to tell a story in your own way, but then you can choose the characters as well. So, you know, when I thought about doing this series, the first thing I thought of is, you know, let's do Star Wars, let's do Dune. Red Dwarf is an obvious one for me, because look, just setting the cat up to have a pink lame jumpsuit, you know, an overcoat dinner jacket is funny as hell. Rimmer in his little blue hologram suit. I love it. You know, I think this is funny. And look, I even got Dave Lister's hat. Perfect. And I think this is exactly the kind of game that I would like to invest my time in, because it means more to me, because I can customize it to mean more to me. But there we go. There's so much more we're going to do with this game. This game is going to become a feature of the channel. I know it's not the most popular one we do, and I know, you know, I'm kind of forcing people to watch it at times, but hopefully you're seeing the passion is certainly here with the game and what they're making, and it is such a fun little game. So as we then descend into now starting to thrive, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time.